Morning.
Obviously, Diego had to leave the match a little early with the hamstring issue. Just is there any update on him, and is it something that's going to keep him out?
Yes, he's going to be out between 2 and 4 weeks.
What injury is it?
Hamstring.
Hamstring. And then also, you opted not to play Mo Farsi. I know you said day to day. Still, what's kind of keeping him from being able to make that final step in return?
To be healthy. Simple as that. This is the only way that he can control. So the medical staff and more trying to do everything to find a solution. But this is really day to day regarding if we can see an improvement. Sometimes he has an improvement, but after that he has a setback. So the idea is to provide more solutions and to see what is the best for him, and we'll see after that if we need to do something else.
In September, Rudy, I saw he's been training off to the side. Just any update on him, and could he possibly make a return before the end of the season?
Who?
Rudy.
Yes, I hope, and it's been so difficult for him. So I still have in my mind, the movement that he did pre-season, a normal movement, I would say, and he felt something, and since then, back and forth. So he's going to train with us this week, and hopefully he's going to be able to give us a few minutes before the end of the season.
You, against Atlanta, obviously there was a really fast goals at the beginning of the second half. It feels like there's been quite a few occasions this season where you guys have just allowed multiple goals in just a short period. What has to be changed there? What's failing kind of defensively that allows those goals to happen so fast?
Sometimes it could happen. This is football, So we have cycle, and I think that this year we face everything in terms of adversity. I think I'm thinking about Sean example, So he's been injured twice. I think about goals that we conceded from nowhere, and also goal that we missed a lot. So this is the story of the season. So again, I think that we are still on track to do what we wanted to do. So we try to analyze that, but at the same time, this is football.
You obviously against New York, this is the rescheduled game from earlier in the season. Is it difficult to have such a congested schedule so late in the season, having 3 games in 8 days?
No, it doesn't change. It was planned. So we wanted to play earlier, but it was not possible. So the best date to play was is in 2 days. So we're good to go.
Coach, the team finished with an expected goals of 1.7. Don't you take that as a compliment, having put 5 in the back of the net?
Yes, honestly, this is that's why football is so weird sometimes, because again, we have a lot of humility when we scored the 5 goals. I said that maybe we can break a record, and after 2 minutes, goal against us. So this is football. So that's why after that we almost broke also a record, but in the opposite way. But obviously, yes, I'm really pleased regarding the way we did score, because again, we had many actions like this during the year, but we didn't finish, and we scored a lot of tap-in goal. This is for me goals that I like, because it means that we run together. We were synchronized, and we were able to have the decision at the same moment. So yeah, obviously really happy with that. Could have scored other goal in second half, but obviously it's good that we score many goals, because yeah, we conceded.
But if you looked at Atlanta's wins, in 4 of their 5 wins on the season, they had to score at least 3 and sometimes 4 to get away with the victory.
Mm-hmm.
Even against Cincinnati and Nashville on consecutive nights, 7 goals in those 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
So you needed the 5. It doesn't matter how many times, how soon you scored them.
Yes, but again, this is not the same to. If I talk about the outcome, the results, 5-4, this is not the same. I did the 5-4 against Yuan, Cincinnati, my assistant coach. But it was 1-1, 2-1, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, something like that. But when you have 5 goals difference, so we play every 3 days. So again, like I told my player, we have standards. And for me, okay, we won the game. This is 13 wins, okay, but the same, the way I am, it's like we lost a game. It's me talking because we have many games coming. I could have made more rotation. I didn't do it because we struggled with that. And after that, emotionally, it was difficult also to keep the score because I could have scored. So everything is connected. So again, it's a new experience. We never faced that. And for me, it was more about the fact that we could have controlled the game a little bit better and enjoy the game. Is it possible just to enjoy a bit the game, you know? So every time this is a +1 difference. So is it possible to enjoy the game? So again, we didn't do it. That's why I said that this is the story of this season, and I think that it's going to help us for the future.
I'm struck by a comment you made 2.5 years ago, how you're not looking for crosses, you're looking for passes. We talked to Wessam after the New England game, and one of his comments was, you know, our guys need to, now that I'm here, need to start looking for crosses. I'm there in the box. You had 2 crosses on Saturday night. Wessam got in on a goal and an assist. You scored 5. You had 2 crosses and you scored 5 goals. Are you making your point with those guys up top?
Yes, again, I understand the point of Wessam, and we're going to use him, you know, to have different kind of passes, you know, and slash cross. But again, the New England game, we crossed a lot, but we didn't reach Wessam. So this is not about crossing. This is about finding the moment to get the connection between the ball carrier and the ball, the guy off the ball. You know, so for me, this is the most important. Yes, I would like to Wessam to score goals when he jumps over everyone and he scores with the header. And we're gonna do it, but the idea is not to how can I say that in English, to overcross for nothing. So yes, if the game demands to cross, no problem, we have to. And I showed clips to my players where we should have crossed on this one, but we didn't do it. But obviously, the last game, the connection was really good because this is what I'm trying to see. You know, the connection between the players, the proximity between them, to be able to have many options in one template. You know, depending where is the ball, is it possible to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options, and after that, they decide.
And we saw that on Saturday with a couple of options.
Yeah, I was really pleased, to be honest. I was really, really pleased. Yes, we were clinical because this is not like we had many chances first half, but it's been a long time that we haven't been like this clinical, and also I like the pace when we were able to build up and find the time edge and to keep it. And we went with pace. And for me, this is really, really important to do it again. And we are really good on that when we are all connected.
We talk about Wessam and New England. My last question to you is, one indicator in that New England game was that Daniel Gazdag was starting to kind of mesh a little bit with Wessam. And we saw Gazdag with runs off the ball on Saturday night that were really dangerous for the opponent to handle. He gets a couple of assists in the night. And do you see that chemistry settling in training?
Yes, from day one. And Wes is really good with that because he create the connection with players. You know, he's not afraid to go talk to all the players regarding what he likes and what he can do better and so on. So automatically, you know, after the before Atlanta we played. What was the game?
It was a scoreless draw against the Red Bulls.
Red Bulls. So after the game against Red Bulls, I knew the way I wanted to play against Atlanta because I saw during the practice and I saw also what I wanted to see regarding how I can associate few players. So we've been working on that during the international break when Wessam was not there, and because this is not about Wessam, this is about all the players, and they did a good job and they understood how to run together. And this is not about the position of Daniel playing as a number 10 or playing in the middle or playing on the side. No, this is about how we can run together and how we can create confusion for the opposition by making the run at the good moment. And they started to enjoy it. They started to embrace it. So that's why As a coach, I could have said, "Oh yeah, they scored because of me, because we've worked on that." I'm going to stay polite. So, bull, no, this is not true. But this is because with the staff, we try to trigger certain things. And after that, they embrace it. And they really enjoy, they play with joy offensively. And this is what I'm looking for. But I have more clips that I'm going to show them that it could have been better.
And when you talk about that pace in the attacking third, you're talking about making play unpredictable for the defending team. On the flip side, you want to be predictable. You want to force play to be predictable defensively. There were moments when you didn't have your influence on.
No. We didn't. We did so bad. Simple as that. Not all during the game because we controlled the game most of the time first half, but second half. When we consider we are really good to set the momentum on kickoff, and when we score. Or to regain the momentum when we concede. But I was walking on the pitch and suddenly we conceded a goal. So at the end of the day, it cannot happen. This is not possible. The third goal that we conceded to, this is not possible that we concede like this. A long ball. This is not possible. No. No. So this is not what we are looking for, and players knows that. This is not a secret that... we don't have big center backs. So yes, for sure, teams are going to try to cross, but we have to be more, we have to be better, not only on the positioning. This is on the duel, on how to disrupt a bit the run. When the guy is running, what can we do to bump him and so on, to push him. And on this, we were not good. And that's why we conceded 4 goals. And it could have been more. But again, this is football. And after that, when you concede, for me, I'm going to come back again on the brain. 5-0, everything is nice. So this is like we are here together, having a coffee, relax, and suddenly I forgot that I have a practice. So everything changed. Everything changed in my mind. So I'm not composed with you. I said, hey, I need to leave. And so my brain is not focused on the moment. So we conceded 1 goal, 2 goals, instead of control the game. So we lost the battle of power. And the opposite team was confident. So how we can regain that? And we struggled to regain and to break the momentum of the opposition. And this is about all this kind of experience that we had, like this, that we can improve a little bit more. You're welcome.
Anybody else?
What would it take for your defenders to play with joy?
They play with joy, to be honest. Joy for me is, to make a tackle when this is the moment, to give the extra %. And they did it. Not this game, but on the goals that we conceded. But the desire to anticipate if we lose the ball, the desire to be connected with the guy in front and so on. Joy for me means passion, So I think that, the goal that we conceded, the long ball over the top, I think that we missed the extra %, 1%, because yes, the ball in behind, Pat came out, but I think that I would have been happy to see a tackle, to slide, to try to avoid at the maximum the extra % to try to avoid this goal, but we didn't tackle. And for me, this is this kind of passion, when they beat Pat, after that he put the ball into the net, I would have preferred that Sheba at least try to have this passion to maybe slide. And maybe he's going to miss the ball, but at least we can see that, And not only Sheba, this is an example.
Right. But just talking about Sheba, was the fact that he took the foul in the box and stopped his time, you think that play, so there is a fine line, you want him to go.
Yeah. This is again the difficulty of our job, So what the little voice telling us behind us, So yes, maybe it's this, maybe it's something else. I don't know. But we have to be. We know that we have to be almost perfect, and I don't believe on perfection. Can you imagine? But I believe on standards. So that's why for me this is the little extra stuff that we could have been better to control a little bit more the game, to keep the game really.